The van rattled down a winding rural road, its beams cutting through the fog cloaking the Pennsylvania ridges. Inside, four friends were surrounded by tripods, audio gear, and crumpled coffee cups, the telltale mess of a team hunting spirits. Alex hunched over from the front seat, eyes glued to a glowing tablet map. Whispering Vale, he muttered, the name sounding like a secret. Population, 58. Jamie, always fiddling with her camera even off duty, scoffed. More like 58 phantoms. Bet this place doesn't even have a signal. Riley chuckled, his tone light and playful. Great. If we vanish, it'll be the perfect cliffhanger. Crew disappears in Cursed Valley. Ratings gold. Taylor, adjusting her glasses, paged through a tattered journal stuffed with clippings and notes. This was a coal town in the 1800s, she said softly. Collapsed in 1896. Over 200 workers died. Some say they were trapped alive. Brilliant, Alex said, smirking. That's our opening shot. They were producing a YouTube series, Lost Hamlet Chronicles. Alex, the driven director, had persuaded them that forgotten towns could make their niche channel a paranormal sensation. Each had a role. Jamie handled visuals, Taylor dug into history, and Riley, with his easy charm, narrated their podcast. They were explorers of abandoned places, seeking whispers of the past. As the van climbed the final ridge, Whispering Vale emerged, a cluster of decaying homes swallowed by overgrowth. A faded sign at the town's edge was pitted with rust, the words "Welcome to Whispering Vale" barely visible under streaks that resembled dried blood. They arrived as dusk settled. The streets were deserted, lined with sagging storefronts and creaking porches that moaned in the breeze. A stray curtain twitched. Maybe the wind, maybe unseen eyes. Their lodging, the Grimshaw Inn, was a slanting two-story structure that smelled of mildew and faded flowers. The innkeeper, Mrs. Grimshaw, a gaunt woman draped in worn scarves, greeted them with a smile that stayed cold. "You're here for the mines," she stated, not questioning but certain. Alex nodded. "We're shooting a film about lost towns. Just history and maybe some folklore." Her lips tightened. "History here doesn't take kindly to being stirred," she said. "Best not to pry too far. The Vale holds its grudges." Taylor shivered, but Riley grinned. "No worries, ma'am. We're just visitors. Won't bother any spirits." "Mind you don't," she replied, then turned, her steps fading down the corridor like soft thuds in the night. After unpacking, they ventured to the town's only tavern, the Shadow Lamp. The air inside was heavy with smoke and quiet. Old men sat at the bar, their gazes wary, weighed by years of living with grim tales. Alex approached one, a grizzled man whose face seemed chiseled from the hills. "Know anything about the old mine disaster?" Alex asked, placing a recorder down. The man gave a slow nod. "Know it? Grew up with it. They say if you—"
I can't tell all in the short story. For the full story, link below.